Notts County Talk. We're in the Trent. Well, we're in Trent Navigation Beer Garden, just under the academy because it's just started raining. I'm joined by Neil. We've beat Altrincham 3-1. Improved performance that was, wasn't it, Neil?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. But, I think they all played very well. Good team performance. I don't think there was anyone you could say didn't put a shift in and really work hard. And they looked pretty solid. The benefits of playing on a very, very good pitch, I think. And, I think credit's due to Altrincham as well, because they came and played football. They didn't park the bus. They really put, I think they put a good performance together. Both teams, but...
Yeah, no, I agree with you on that. You're thinking teams like Altrincham, they're going to come, they're going to sit off, but they came to play football, didn't they? And fair play to them on that. But individual performances, is there a few names you want to mention?
I think Wootton, obviously with his 2 goals, should have been a hat trick. Let's be honest.
Too many chances.
Wes Thomas especially for the 2 assists. Wes had a great game. Cal Roberts, gets the ball and he's getting 2 or 3 players around him straight away. Reeves. Honestly, one we're so lucky to have him, and I think he will. To me, he'll be our signing of the season because he just looks such a complete player. God knows how far he runs during the game. I think hardly say it's 13 kilometres against Dover. I'd like to know how many he ran tonight. Back 4. Yeah, fine. They conceded a goal, but to be fair, again, it was a good goal, individual goal by Mooney for Altrincham, so fair play to him.
Yeah, it's not like they tore us apart at any point, was it? I think the game was ours, really, wasn't it? From after the 10th minute, our nerves had settled, and the passing was really good. So I think it's obviously good to go from a performance like Dover to a performance like that. But I want to talk about Wootton's second goal. What was it, his first? When Thomas got the assist.
Oh yeah.
Moment of brilliance, wasn't it?
Yeah, how he managed to stop the ball dead on the line and stop himself, and then just the awareness to chip the ball back. I mean, I think Wes Thomas is going to have a good season this season. I've got some money on him as top scorer as well as Wootton. So yeah, I just think those two seem to play so well together. And his link-up play was good. I think he had all of the team did, but especially Wes, Reeves, and Wootton for his 2 goals. And Kyle's picked up where he left off last season. Such a good player.
Obviously, me and Tom go on about him a lot in previews. Dion Kelly-Evans, has he made life hard for Chickson, do you think, at left back?
I think he'd make life hard for anybody, no matter what position he played, because he's so committed. I mean, he just doesn't. He never shirks his responsibility. He's also confident enough to play with his left foot. He's not one of those right backs who will solely play with right. He put a cross in with his left foot. Sorry. We all know how much commitment he's got to the tackle. He's a very, very good player. I'd love to see him settle in one position, but I'm happy to have him left back, right back. I'd be happy if he played up front, because I know he'd make it a nightmare for the defence. I mean, the defenders would hate him. Jeez, because he just doesn't give in. So yeah, very good player.
Onto formation now. The formation wasn't really clear, was it? What are your thoughts on the formation? Do you feel like we should stick to one formation, or do you think it should be fairly fluid throughout the season?
Oh, total football, mate. Total Dutch football. Have anybody play anywhere? No, seriously. At the end, look, if the players can interchange or move about in certain positions and cover each other, then not having too rigid a formation gives the opposition a problem, because who do they mark and how do they set up? And I know people go on about 4-4-2, and I used to be the old, I'll play 4-4-2, nothing else. But I think you have to have that flexibility now to switch it up, and if you want to bring players like Ruben Rodriguez into the game, is whether he plays up front as he did when he came on with Sam, or does he play just behind number 10, or how do you get Enzio and Callum on the same pitch? I think that's going to be hard with this game's Saturday Wednesday. Ardley was saying it's not the Saturday Wednesday bit that's the problem, it's the Wednesday to Saturday, because players, you've got to give them a chance to rest and recuperate, otherwise you run the risk of injuries that can derail the season if they're long term. So fluid.
Final point, I think credit to the players as well. Obviously we had the highest attendance on average last season. They've put on the performance and the pitch was looking great. Do you think even without the fans we can make it a fortress?
Yeah, because if teams, it depends if teams come to play, like Altrincham did. If they come to play football, and on a pitch like that, you should want to play football. But then if teams start to just put everyone behind the ball, that'll be a test for us. We can make it fortress and somewhere hard to go. Yeah, players will look forward to coming and playing at that ground, but when they see how good a football we can play, then possibly they might not be that keen.
Yeah, great. Thanks, Neil.
All right, thanks very much, George. Cheers.